I used to try to find ways and means to manage projects better and more effectively. Each story of a beautiful construction, to my mind, is in a way also a debt taken from Mother Nature. If you look from my perspective, I was fascinated by these seven wonders of the world and ancient monuments, mega structures. These used to catch my fascination.
Hello and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I'm your host, Sunny Pancholi, and today I have the privilege of sitting across someone whose work quite literally shapes the spaces we live, heal, and grow in. Joining us is Mr. Manish Kumar, a project director who has been leading high impact infrastructure initiatives for over 2 decades across healthcare, residential, and industrial landscape. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, Mr. Manish Kumar.
Thank you, Mr. Sunny, for having me. It's great to be here and to be a part of this conversation and to connect to your audience. Thanks a lot.
So, Mr. Manish Kumar, I was looking at the range of projects you have handled. 16 hospital developments with Tata Trust and the government of Assam, 23 residential towers in Emami City, and even master planning for facilities like ESIC Joka and the Ordnance Factory in Nalanda. And we have solved them well, from reducing project delays by 20% through risk frameworks to achieving 25% gains in efficiency through digital tools. What really stands out, though, is that thread of sustainability and governance woven into it all.
Yeah, what to say? It has been a very exciting journey. Each project is unique. It's like setting up a small company, living it through its life cycle, and then moving on to the next venture. The journey has been quite exciting, and in every project, you'll get new challenges and new opportunities to learn and grow from. So it's great experience so far.
Absolutely. So, before we get into all the exciting work you are doing now, let's just take it from the top. So, can you tell us a bit about your journey, how it all began for you, and what brought you into this field?
Yeah, so it's very interesting. From a very childhood, I was fascinated by these seven wonders of the world and ancient monuments, mega structures. These used to catch my fascination, and it occurred to me in the very beginning that civil engineering, in some way, has a very fundamental and a very central role, to the standard of life and the experience of life which people have in any society. Okay. And even during my college years, those were the days when we used to talk about the nuclear race between India and Pakistan. So we would to discuss a lot about the Third World War and the post-war world. And it seemed to me that even in those, in a disastrous future, civil engineering again would be very fundamental, to the rebuilding of the world. So either you take the present, a hypothetically good future, an utopian one, or a hypothetically disastrous one. It has a very central role, a very foundational role to play in the society. So that's how it struck the chord with me, and I started pursuing this. During my engineering days in IIT Roorkee, I got the opportunity to meet and listen to a lot of great engineering minds of the country, and it was very fascinating to hear about the challenges, the obstacles, and the triumphs while making the landmarks of this country, which have shaped the skyline. So it was it has kept me engaged, and I used to look forward to the times when I would be having a hands-on experience on doing the same things. So when I joined, my career started in around 2003, and in the very early part of my career, I got opportunities to get hands-on experience, to be involved in a variety of projects in the buildings and factories space. which included, say, stadium, shopping mall, residential buildings, hospitals, defense projects, among others. And also, I also had I was fortunate to be a part of a lot of operational excellence initiatives, which targeted to bring more standardization, more productivity, more lean construction, digitalization, these kind of things. So I started consolidating my knowledge and my skills around the project management domain. And I used to experiment a lot, and I used to try to find ways and means to manage projects better and more effectively. Then in around 2012, I got the opportunity to start leading projects on my own, at a very early stage if you compare with industry standards. So my first $1 billion project started in Kolkata in 2012, which was a residential building. The journey has been even more exciting since then. And presently, I am leading a special portfolio of projects spread across Assam. It is a unique project in its nature. It's a cancer care infrastructure web which we are building across the geography of Assam with 16 state-of-the-art, multi-level hospitals. So each project that comes up with its own set of challenges and opportunities, and always keeps me on the edge.
That's such an honest reflection, Mr. Kumar. I can really hear the clarity and depth that has come from those early years. Great. So, Mr. Kumar, continuing our conversation, leading 9 hospital projects and still managing a 15% cost reduction. That's not just operational success, that's precision with impact. And I'm really curious, what was the shift for you there? Was it a mindset shift, a process, or something deeper that helped you achieve that kind of efficiency without ever compromising on quality or care?
Well, if you see, cost optimization and control is fundamental need of any business. But when it comes to construction, it is the most dominant factor because of three reasons. It's a highly financial stakes are quite high, and there is continuous time pressure. So the chance of failing and the cost of failing is very high. Secondly, there's high churn in the skilled workforce, which kind of drive this whole industry, the workers. And thirdly, in general, there's low technology adoption rate. So at the execution level, uh, to meet these challenges, once you have solved the key problems of advanced and meticulous planning, as well as supply chain, streamlining the supply chain, which most of the teams are engaged for most part of their, managing the projects. But once you cross that, it finally boils down to the engagement of the workforce and the teams on the ground. I usually try to, kindle a sense of higher meaning and purpose in the hearts of the workforce, who otherwise see their job as a set of tasks and activities. And I repeatedly remind them, explain to them that the project or the facility that they are building, how it will be making a difference to the lives of people who would be using these facilities. Yeah. So I make them understand that in a way, each worker is on a mission of nation building in his own small way. He is a small unit of the big machinery, which is building the nation. So shared purpose, when it is combined with regular communication, close supervision, and rewards and recognition for good performance, it can bring out unexpected synergy, and which enhances the productivity and reduces wastage, which is the core of all cost optimization initiatives, uh, if you will. By encouraging these, and I also encourage Kaizen, which is continuous improvement, and we celebrate each small and big initiatives or innovations brought out by team members. We recognize them, reward them, and we share these initiatives across the teams to bring everybody at par. And finally, digitalization and automation, they are proving very instrumental in bridging the skill gap and bringing out the full potential of the teams. And last but not the least, integrating safe working culture and first time right attitude. It goes a long way in saving time and ultimately cost.
Mr. Kumar, that really shows the level of intent and discipline behind the work. It's not just about saving costs, it's about doing it responsibly. Okay. So, Mr. Kumar, that kind of clarity in execution is rare, especially in a post pandemic world where the need for resilient, scalable healthcare infrastructure has skyrocketed. You have clearly led from the front. So, I would love to know what shifts or gaps do you think the next generation of builders and planners really need to pay attention to, especially if they want to build with both purpose and foresight?
See, on one hand, the speed and scale of the projects is accelerating every year. The national infrastructure growth story is on the rise. And as far as healthcare is concerned, the pandemic has opened the eyes of the state governments and the central government that there's acute shortage of healthcare infrastructure in the countries. So these are the opportunities, new opportunities have been created, and each year the expectation is rising, bigger projects and to be done in a much faster way. That's the direction in which the industry is growing. On the other hand, if you'll see that there is a huge skill gap which is growing, this gulf of skilled manpower, because even at the workforce level, if you'll see people, the workmen, they are also trying to move to the blue collar and white collar jobs. So this, there's a great divide between what the workers who will fuel this industry, that's also reducing, and again the expectation and the need is increasing on the other hand. Apart from this, there's on top of it, there's a contractual landscape of the country still to come to a mature stage when you compare it with developed countries, where the rights and obligations of both parties are well balanced and well defined. So because of these, there is little incentive for the budding entrepreneurs to venture into this field and bring out create new age solutions. So as a result, the technology adoption rate is also typically low. So these are the three major key challenges: the rising skill gap, then the contractual landscape which needs more maturity, and the technology adoption. So new generation of engineers and builders who will be coming in this field, they need to face these challenges and overcome these to take this industry to the next orbit. Apart from this, there are typical areas where project teams usually falter. One is risk management, because there are too many factors which can affect the success of the project. Then there's change management, because as the decisions keep on evolving as the project progresses, so there will be continuous change and it needs to be managed in a very efficient and in a prompt way. Third is the interface management, because a lot of stakeholders, different stakeholders have to do interdependent activities in a very in a time pressure environment. So these are some of the focus areas to look forward to, or to focus on, so that the teams and the new people, new engineers and builders are able to get more efficient and create new success stories. Then I would also advise the upcoming builders and planners to equip themselves with the know-how of the latest technologies and trends which are aiming to bring in more digitalization and automation to the whole value chain of engineering, procurement and construction. The whole there's a whole lot of such technologies like you have precast buildings, robotics, 3D printing, IoT, green energy. These are becoming quite popular and are getting assimilated into the mainstream now. There's also a need to integrate safety and sustainability into the core of construction practices. I believe minimizing the carbon footprint and ensuring zero harm to life should be the ethical responsibility of each individual in this field.
Rightly said, Mr. Manish Kumar. And one thing that truly stands out is how you have embraced digital tools. Boosting efficiency by 25% is no small feat in an industry known for complexity. So, for everyone listening in, especially the ones hoping to modernize their approach, what are some of those underrated technologies or digital practices that you think could quietly become game changer in the construction space?
Okay, in today's world, digitalization is gaining pace and becoming a very critical, a vital element in ensuring the project's team's success. The concept of a digital twin is becoming very popular, where a virtual model of the actual project is created with the help of building information modeling or BIM. Starting from 3D uh, designs to now it is being scaled up to 8D, where all the information related to progress, cost, safety, quality, asset, O&M, and even sustainability are being integrated into the virtual models. Similarly, IoT is being extensively used to gather real-time data from the plants and equipments as well as critical assets in the building even during operation stage. Cloud computing again has made it monitoring very easy and efficient with the host of many mobile apps which can be used to monitor progress, quality, safety, supply chain, and even individual performance in the real time. Office works therefore are becoming very efficient and paperless to a lot extent now. I have witnessed huge shift in the mindset of teams, in the culture, working culture of these project teams. Once digitalization penetrates deep enough into the working processes on the ground, bringing out more efficiency, accountability, and informed decision making. Again, and the advent of now Gen AI with natural language processing, large language models, it has opened a floodgate of exciting possibilities. By democratizing knowledge, AI is bridging the skill gap. It is leveling the playing field, and a lot of human effort, which was otherwise engaged for repetitive tasks like information gathering, processing, and channelizing, it can be now redirected to focus more on collaboration, then process innovation and customer service. So a huge shift is happening. I started using LLMs for even contractual communications, risk identification, standardizing the SOPs and SMPs, making them more optimized, etc. And I imagine a day not too far in the future, when a civil engineer standing on a construction ground would be wearing an AR goggle and managing it, interacting with it, through natural language and interacting with the digital twin of the structure on the ground, solving engineering conflicts on the go, and managing a stream of activities, construction activities from there seamlessly in real time. And imagine a small swarm of drones would be taking looking moving around and looking at taking care of safety hazards and monitoring progress and productivity in the real time. Just imagine how exciting it will be.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's such an eye opener. It really shows how tech isn't just a buzzword, but a real enabler when applied with intent. So, Mr. Kumar, with a journey as rich and impact driven as yours, it's hard not to wonder what's next for you. I mean, do you see yourself stepping into more strategic or boardroom level roles in the future? Or is there a particular vision or aspiration you are still working towards? Something that keeps you motivated and moving forward?
See, having spent more than 22 years in the field, I had the opportunities to, get hands-on experience from various kind of projects, big and small. And I have a special place in my heart for this field. However, for the new generation of engineers and workforce, this is hardly a career of choice today. And this sector, construction, it lies in, to my mind, somewhere between agriculture and industry. It's like a stepping stone from agriculture to industry for the workforce in particular, who are the driving force, or who is the are the muscle which drives this industry. Hmm? So again, this is the construction projects are quite prone to frequent disruptions on account of several external factors like monsoon, festivals, floods, elections, political events, or even agricultural cycles, because the workers keep on moving on account of these. So these factors make it a quite a risky enterprise, and resource productivity is quite low in general, making it a low pay industry and hence unattractive to the new generation. Also, work life balance and the working culture needs significant improvement. It disturbs me to see this state of the industry, which is so vital and so fundamental for the growth of the nation. And I want, therefore, to contribute meaningfully in my own little capacity by creating, spaces, a cluster of spaces which are, very quite efficient, technology savvy, and have a nurture a culture of, engaging, have an engaging culture, so which can be replicated and multiplied and so on and so forth. And now the advent of modern technologies with AI is becoming a potent enabler in transforming the sector. In the next few years, I do intend to assume more strategic roles through which I can make a broader contribution to the field, not only at the operational level, but also at the policy, innovation, and leadership levels.
That's so inspiring to hear, Mr. Manish Kumar. There is a quite confidence in how you speak about the future, and it really reflects your depth as a leader.
Thank you.
All right. So, continuing our conversation, Mr. Kumar, through all the complexity and scale, your focus hasn't wavered from purpose, especially when it comes to building responsibly. So, you have led sustainability efforts that cut carbon footprints by 10%, which is no small feat in construction. So, I'm curious, in your view, is ESG today still just a checkbox for compliance? Or do you see it evolving into something much, much bigger, maybe even a strategic edge for those willing to lead with it?
Yeah, see, most organizations they start adopting ESG as a compliance need in the beginning, but slowly the wisdom is setting in, and its multifold, positive returns are being realized. Construction projects, by their very nature, they create a significant toll on Mother Nature. Starting from taking stone aggregates from the mountains, sand from the rivers, clay from the topsoil, to bulk consumption of electricity, water, and diesel, and from replacing greenery with concrete to disposal of debris and waste. Each story of a beautiful construction, to my mind, is in a way also a debt taken from Mother Nature, if you look from my perspective. Hence, sustainability is not just a choice today. It is a marker of responsible long-term growth, not only for the environment, but also for the organizations themselves. And if you go a little deeper, you will be happily surprised by its multifold returns which it brings. Not only does it help save cost in the long run, both construction cost as well as operational cost, but it also instills trust and confidence in the customer, amongst all stakeholders, especially with the customers and the government. And as the teams look for ways and means to bring more sustainability into their working practices, uh, stream of innovations and small improvements, small success stories keeps the teams charged. You know, we approach this uh, by integrating sustainability in all the three baskets of engineering, procurement, and construction. At the engineering stage, we ensure to design energy efficient and water efficient buildings by utilizing more natural light, uh, green energy, solar energy, and by incorporating water conservation, water restoration, recycling, etc. At the procurement stage, we look for substituting conventional materials with more eco-friendly materials and also reutilizing the construction debris and waste for alternate uses. In construction phase, we try to ensure that there is a minimum toll on the environment by replacing all lights with, say, LED, the monitoring using more solar lights, then water controlling water consumption through water flow meters and recycling of water, and also tree plantations and tree shifting, etc. So we take a host of uh, initiatives to ensure that we do not harm the environment and try to create a balance while we also develop better and bigger infrastructures. So I believe that it is not only our ethical duty, but to ensure minimum harm to the environment, but also a statement that we are responsible leaders with long-term sustainable growth as our guiding principle.
Absolutely, Mr. Manish Kumar. And that really brings out the depth of your commitment. It's clear ESG isn't just a policy for you, it's a leadership principle. So, Mr. Kumar, you have recently become a part of Directors Institute, which is such a big step. So, I'd love to hear what inspired you to join and how this new chapter fits into your broader vision. What's been your experience so far?
Well, at the very core, I am still a learner, a student, a lifelong learner. That's how I see myself as. I sincerely believe that to whatever level I reach, there will always be something more to learn and become. After completing my BTech from IIT Roorkee, I have been pursuing various certification and courses, including executive management program, similar to EMBA from SP Jain, then international project leadership program from University of Texas, business process excellence from IIM Kolkata, amongst other small certifications through various institutions through the online mode. Presently, also I am pursuing one course in AI and analytics from Oxford University. So becoming part of the Directors Institute seemed like a natural and organic extension of my learning needs, my learning path, and it syncs well with my career aspirations. And I take it as a necessity to make me ready for the future roles which are more aligned with my knowledge, skill, vision, and aspirations. Apart from building perspectives needed for leadership roles, it will also guide me to structure my management style uh, um, in alignment with best practices across industries and even geographies. So I have been enjoying the journey so far, and the curriculum, LMS platform, and the flexible timeline. It makes it convenient and possible for people like us to pursue their academic dreams even at this stage. So I thank Directors Institute for giving me this opportunity.
That's so inspiring to hear, Mr. Manish Kumar. Joining Directors Institute seems like a significant step, and I'm sure it will bring about some exciting new perspectives for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And there you have it, folks. A truly insightful conversation with Mr. Manish Kumar, a leader who has been shaping the future of construction and infrastructure with not just skills, but vision. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your journey. It's been an absolute pleasure.
So thank you very much. It has been a pleasure to be a part of this conversation and to connect with the audience, sharing my experience and my learnings with them. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again, Mr. Manish Kumar, for joining in. And thank you, all of you, for tuning in. Audience, lovely audience. We hope you found today's discussion just as enlightening as I did. Make sure to subscribe to FaceTime with Leaders for more conversations with some of the brightest minds in leadership today. Until next time, take care and stay inspired. Thank you so much and have a nice time.